Hello, class. My name is Declan Nelson, and I'll be presenting on product liability today. In this presentation, I'll be cover three main areas: strict liability, defenses to product liability, and negligence. Together, these ideas explain how the legal system protects people from unsafe products and at the same time creates boundaries for when companies are not at fault. So, our Our first liability is strict liability. This means that a company can be held legally responsible if one of their products is defective or causes harm, even if the product did not act carelessly or intentionally do something wrong. A famous example of this is Escola versus Coca-Cola in 1944, where a glass bottle exploded in a waitress's hand. Even though Coca-Cola didn't mean for it to happen, the court ruled the company was responsible because consumers cannot be expected to test and inspect every product before using it. And of course, companies are not always at fault. There are legal defenses they can use in product liability cases. The first example of this is product misuse. If a customer uses a product in a way that isn't intended and gets hurt, the company may not be liable. An example of this is using a power drill to mix paint. You're obviously not using the power drill for its intended purpose. Therefore, you may not be able to find the manufacturer liable if any damages occur. And another defense is assumption of risk. If a person knowingly uses a product despite being aware of the danger, the company may not be liable. A good example of this is safeguards on sharp tools, etc. When you take off the guard, at that point you assume the risk of the tool, and the company cannot be held liable for any damages. And lastly, there are commonly known dangers. Some risks are so obvious, like knives being sharp or coffee being hot, that companies don't have to warn people about them. And the third area is negligence. Unlike strict liability, negligence focuses on companies' conduct. Was reasonable care being taken in designing, manufacturing, and labeling the product? For example, if a car manufacturer skips proper brake testing to save money, and those brakes fail, that's negligence. And negligence isn't about whether the company acted responsibly in preventing foreseeable harm. This part of product liability law reminds businesses that consumer safety must be a top priority. Cutting corners can not only hurt people, but also result in serious legal and financial consequences. In conclusion, product liability law is about balancing fairness between business and consumers. Strict liability ensures that if a defective product harms someone, the company takes responsibility. Defenses protect businesses when accidents result from consumer misuse or obvious risk, and negligence holds companies accountable when they fail to act within reasonable care. And for my references, for product liability, I use Cornell Law. For strict liability, I use Sure Law Group. Product liability defenses, I use Annapolis. And negligence, I use Cornell Law as well. Thank you.